Hi, everyone. Hello, welcome. I'm going to give us just a few minutes to let people get logged on and get started. So, right now, you should see a screen that just says welcome. We'll get started in just a few minutes. And I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so excited for this workshop. I've been waiting for it all day, and I want you to just make sure as you're coming on that you can hear me okay. I want to make sure that you have a pen and a paper because we're going to want to take some notes. And you can go ahead and chime in the chat box. And you should be able to see that. I can see that chat box, and you can connect with me that way throughout the workshop. Hi, Paige. Hi, Patty. Oh, fun. It's so good to see you guys. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to give people a few minutes because it's just 1 o'clock right now. And I know sometimes it takes a few minutes to actually get to your computer and connect and get set up. So as you come in, like I said, just say hello, find a pen and a paper, and get excited because this workshop is one of my favorite workshops to teach. And it's going to be full of a lot of information, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So I want to make a quick note about the comment box. As you can see, there's a lot of people joining in right now, which is so fun. I see people from Colorado, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, lots of North Carolina here. How fun. So I want you to just know that I will be asking some questions during the workshop, and I'll be watching that chat box to the best of my ability. But I also am just human and have to read and talk at the same time. So I've got my assistant here, Becky, and she is watching that chat box, and she will be making sure that she sees your questions and writing those down so that she can send them to me. Okay, so should we go ahead and dive in, you guys? I see people are logging in. I think we're good. Awesome. Hello from New York, from Hungary. So fun. So you'll notice that Becky's name appears in blue. That's because she's a part of our Balanced Life team. So if she's answering your questions, that's why. And I'm willing to bet we have some Balanced Life community members and sisterhood members who are here today who also may be able to answer some of your questions if you have them. So first things first, if you have trouble with your audio or video, let me go ahead and actually just turn off my screen share for a minute. Hi, there's my big face now. So if you are having any trouble with your video or audio, I want you to know that you may have to log out and log back in, and you'll have a better connection. I also want you to know that these kind of streaming workshops require a certain amount of bandwidth. So if it's going slow for you or if you're having any trouble, be sure to close extra tabs on your browser. Make sure no one is watching streaming video games or movies on Netflix right next to you. And it may just have to be a connection issue. So just wanted to lay that out there from the beginning. You may have to just, log out, log back in real quick. We'll still be here. But let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a screen with you. So you will no longer see my face, but you will see my slides that I've presented. And then I'll pop back on at the end when we do a nice little, Kelly, thank you, a nice little live Q&A. Okay, let's do this. All right, you guys. So today's workshop, like I said, it's one of my favorite workshops. And I have taught it in the past, and it's backed by popular demand because it's just a really practical workshop. So you're going to walk away feeling really motivated and empowered when we're done. So like I said, I want you to try to minimize distractions during this workshop. You are here. You have made the time to do this for yourself. I know it's not easy. I know you're busy. I totally get it. So let's make the most of this time together. Let's try not to be looking at our phones, also scrolling Facebook, texting friends. Let's try to just focus in so that you can get the most out of our time together. Like I also mentioned, you're going to want to close extra tabs on your browser. Anything extra that you have going on your computer will slow down your connection and may make it a little bit harder to get a good viewing experience. Silence your phone, right? I need to do that so that you're not getting interrupted throughout the whole thing and you can pay attention and just try to find a quiet place. So I'm going to put this out there right now, you guys. I keep it real around here. And if you are new to the Balanced Life, that may be new to you. If you've been around for a while, you know that. I'm a mom. I have 2 little kids. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I am at my house. So I have my husband with the kids right now, getting my 2-year-old down for a nap. And it is just real life, and I am trying to find a quiet place just like you are so we can make this time for our body, our mind, and our well-being, because it is that important. I also want you to stay until the very end because I have a special little bonus offer that I put together to reward those of you who are actually present, making it live, and willing to kind of prioritize your health. So stay until the very end. That'll be coming up soon. Okay. Okay. So we're going to start with a question. Tell me in the chat box, have you ever started an exercise routine that you weren't able to follow through with? Simple question, but kind of loaded potentially. Have you ever started an exercise routine that you weren't able to follow through with? Yes. Okay. I'm glad I'm not alone constantly. Okay, so here's a question to follow up on that. Why is it, do you think you weren't able to follow through with it? Have you ever thought about that? If you started something and you weren't able to follow through, what was the problem for you? Just lack of motivation, lack of willpower, lack of time? Yeah, the intense cardio, too intensive cardio, lack of time, lack of motivation, forgetting to prioritize myself. Absolutely. Having unrealistic expectations. I can relate to all of those, you guys. And I've spent years figuring out what works when it comes to creating a workout schedule that is practical, realistic, sustainable. It's kind of a key word of mine lately, and effective. We want all of those things, right? And I used to just rely on willpower. And maybe you guys can relate to that. I just thought it was all about willpower. And I'm excited to share with you today that that is not what it is about. So that is good news for all of us. But I have been studying this for years and working with women for years on creating workout plans. And now I'm excited that I get to pass that along to you today. So you're in the right place. If you want to get healthier and stronger, right? I'm willing to bet that most of you here want to get healthier and stronger. You want to stay consistent with your workouts rather than starting and stopping. You want to not only look your best, but feel your best, right? So I know we all want to look better. It's just normal. There's something in us that wants to look beautiful and strong. But I'm going to tell you right now, if that is the only thing you want, I don't know if I'm going to be your girl, because I really care most about how you feel, because that is going to affect then how you look, how you act, everything else. You're in the right place today if you are tired of stopping and starting exercise routines. Anyone sick of that? And you want a realistic way to stay fit and active. You're in the right place if you're kind of tired of being sold supplements and programs that aren't practical for either your budget or your schedule, right? And you're just kind of tired of that. You may feel like you don't have enough time. I saw a lot of you saying you don't have enough time. You may feel like there's so much information out there that you don't know where to start. Anyone else feel paralyzed by that sometimes? You may feel like you have a hard time staying motivated, right? You may feel like you lack willpower, like I talked about before. Or maybe for some of you, you maybe just feel like you've never found your place in the fitness world. You know, you're like, you don't fit in at the gym really. You're not a runner. You're not into lifting heavy weights. I don't know what it is for you, but maybe you're just kind of like, I want to be healthy, but I don't know where I fit and what that looks like for me. Now, these are real roadblocks, and I don't want to discount any of them because they are real challenges, and I can relate to all of them myself. So I'm going to take a quick little moment to share a little bit about myself. I'm going to keep this workshop, just so you know, I'm going to keep it under an hour. I'm going to do my best to do that, less than that, so I can get to your questions at the end. But I want to share just a little bit about my story so you know where I'm coming from, because I know some of you are new to me here. So I don't have a super dramatic weight loss story, or it's really not that dramatic at all. But my story, as it relates to health, fitness, my body, is quite normal, actually. And it's the fact that my story is quote unquote normal that has led me to what I'm doing today here with the Balanced Life. And so I was never significantly overweight, but I really struggled with body confidence. From a very young age, I was focused on losing weight, trying to get skinnier, wanting to wear a smaller jean size. The list goes on and on and on, right? I I just really have always struggled with my body, with exercise. It's always been a fight up until obviously recently, but when I was younger. And I'm thankful, I'm really proud to be able to say that the older I get, the healthier I feel and the more I actually love my body. And I can honestly say that I feel more confident now and appreciate my body more now than I did when I was 21. And I consider that a huge accomplishment. And I don't say that to impress you, but rather to impress upon you that it doesn't just happen that way necessarily. Physical fitness, self-confidence, they don't necessarily come with age, right? It's often the opposite. Sometimes we feel like we go downhill as we get older. We put on weight, we feel less confident, and we long for the days of when we are younger. But when I went to college, I gained the expected 15 pounds, probably more like 20, 25. I stopped fitting into my clothes. My face was bloated. I ate pretty terribly, but I didn't know it at the time. And I'll share a little bit more about that. I thought I was doing all the right things. And I was tired all the time. I avoided photos. I didn't like seeing photos of myself. And I was focused on losing weight every single day. Which is not a very fun way to live, right? So here's a little peek at my diet at the time. And this went on for years. And I was always trying to lose weight, right? Or trying to at least not gain weight. And so these are kind of the things I ate. Let me know if you recognize any of these foods. Special K, egg beaters, low calorie, low cholesterol, no fat. Lean pockets, because they say lean, right? So there's less calories, less fat. I was eating 100-calorie snack packs as my treats. Diet Dr. Pepper all day long. That was my, thing I would try to do instead of eating food. If I was like, oh, I shouldn't eat anymore, but I want something. So Diet Dr. Pepper was what I would reach for. 0 calories, right? 0 sugar. Thought it was a good choice. Splenda. I loved my artificial sweeteners. I put them in everything because I wanted something sweet, but I wouldn't actually really want to go for the sugar because weight gain, right? And so this was what my diet looked like for years and years and years. I was putting so much thought into losing weight, to trying to look a certain way, to try to be fit. But I was sabotaging my efforts in so many ways and I didn't even know it. I was really uncomfortable in my skin and my energy was down. I had low confidence. My clothes were too tight. I dreaded getting dressed every day. I actually found myself being less social because I didn't want to get dressed for events because it was so frustrating to me. I don't know if you guys can ever relate to that feeling. I still have those days, we all have those days, but this was all the time. I didn't feel healthy. I was frustrated and I was unhappy. And that was where I was at. And I knew I needed a change. So eventually I moved to California and I was living with my cousins who were very health conscious and dedicated to exercise. I was very inspired by them. But during this time, I kind of continued down a misdirected path. Again, I thought I was doing the right things, but now I know I wasn't, which is what I'm going to share with you guys is these mistakes I was making. So I started running every morning, which is amazing, right? I felt like, yes, I'm finally running. I am going to be so fit and I am going to finally lose that weight and feel really good. But then I would reward myself with a large Frappuccino, right? Because I'm like, I went for a run this morning. I'm amazing. I deserve a large Frappuccino for sure. And so I would go treat myself. Little did I know that was sabotaging my efforts. Same thing would be true. I would go to yoga on Saturdays. And so I would feel so good about going to my yoga class that I would reward myself with a giant burrito and extra chips and guac and probably an extra glass of wine at night. Because again, I earned it, right? It was this cycle I was in. And I don't know, I'm just wondering in the chat box, you guys, can any of you relate to that feeling or to this kind of behavior pattern? And no shame in the game because I've done this. It's very common, which is why I'm bringing this up today. But at this time, I continued to feel really uncomfortable in my skin, not because I was largely overweight, but because I was not living in balance. I was not living in balance. I wasn't in a natural state of health and well-being. right? And I knew that. And that's where this dissatisfaction was coming from. I could have weighed 115 pounds or 195 pounds, 250 pounds. That wasn't the issue. The issue was I was living out of balance. My clothes weren't fitting. I was struggling with confidence. I didn't have a sense of peace in myself and who I was. And here's what I was doing, you guys, whether I realized it or not. I was rewarding myself with unhealthy foods and punishing myself with workouts, right? It was a cycle. I was going from, oh, I had an amazing workout. That means I get to have an extra large pizza. And then after eating that extra large pizza, feeling guilty for eating that. And then being like, oh, now I need to go for an extra long run tomorrow. And it just became this cycle that is a really annoying way to live, for lack of a better way. If I felt trapped in this way of living. And it's no wonder that my weight continued to climb. But here's kind of my turning point. I have a distinct memory. I can picture exactly where I was. And a thought entered my mind. And it was as clear as day and the most simple thought ever. But it was, you're not going to change the way you look and feel if you don't change what you're doing each day, right? So simple. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Simple, but so true, and actually very profound to actually internalize that. The truth is, I was doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. I was just following the crowd. I was doing what everyone, what I thought I was supposed to be doing in order to see results. And I was miserable. I was totally miserable. But I'm curious if you guys can relate to this. First of all, I'm seeing in the chat box that many of you can, and that I just want you to know you're not alone in that, because this is the message that the diet and weight loss industry sends to us. They give us the answer and that it's going to work, but we often don't go beyond, why isn't this working for me, right? Why do they say this works for everyone and it's not working for me? So for me, my personal story, I found Pilates. And Pilates taught me how to reconnect with my body. So Pilates alone doesn't provide the same exhaustion and calorie burn that I was getting from, say, running or these other kind of hard workouts I was doing. So because of that, I didn't end my workouts feeling so exhausted, and I stopped that cycle of rewarding myself for kicking my own butt, right? So instead of going and eating a giant burger and fries after my workouts, I was just rejuvenated and I was energized and I felt really good, and I wanted to keep the good thing going. And so a new cycle began, a cycle of keeping that good feeling going. And so instead of binging after workouts or rewarding myself with foods that, didn't actually make me feel that great, it felt more natural for me to go home, cook a healthy meal, enjoy it with a nice glass of wine, and honor my body in a new way. My perspective of what it meant to be healthy has continued to change. And then the beautiful thing is that my body naturally changed because of this new relationship I had with exercise and myself. My workouts became less about obligation and punishment. And again, I'm going to say right now that I'm sure there are people on the call right now who you don't actually see yourself punishing yourself with workouts. You're like, I'm not doing that. And you might not be punishing yourself in a terrible way, but we're doing it in order to make up for something, right? Or because we have to. But I stopped doing that, and my workouts became more about the way they made me feel. And the more I was able to make that connection with how exercise made me feel, the more consistent I became, the more motivated I became, the more I saw changes in my body, and the results followed. So many years, 2 full-term pregnancies, a miscarriage, which I shared about recently over on the blog. Later, I've continued down this path of transformation, and the freedom that I feel now is just getting better and better. And so that is why it's my life's mission to share that with you guys. And I've learned some really important strategies that have really changed the way I think about exercise and what I do on a weekly basis. And that's what I want to share with you guys today, so that you don't overlook this step and just dive right into programs that maybe aren't the best fit for you. So let's dive into the practical side. how to create a workout schedule that you can actually stick to. Okay, these are the exact strategies that I use for myself when planning my workouts and for my clients. For those of you who are new, I'm a Pilates instructor and I also run online programs for thousands of women around the world. So this is what I do with my life. And so many women, they keep coming back because of the way the workout schedules that I create bring results without the overwhelm that often comes along with committing to a new exercise program. So in today's workshop, we're going to talk about the most common mistakes I see people making and how you can avoid those. I'm going to go through some really key strategies that will help you with consistency, because that's the goal, right? We want to go for the long haul. I'm going to walk you through how to create a plan that, this is the key part, that works for you, works for your family, your schedule, and your unique needs, because that's the key. And I'm going to also invite you to join me if you want to on how you can continue your Pilates journey with me if that's something that you're interested in. Okay? So I like to do this. You got to embrace this if this makes you uncomfortable, but I promise it'll be worth it. Close your eyes for a moment. So we're going to do a little visualization. I want you to close your eyes and really picture yourself. Picture yourself in your favorite outfit or at an event where you really want to look and feel your absolute best. Picture yourself there. Maybe it's going on a date with your spouse, or maybe it's just on a vacation with your girlfriends. You decide. I want you to visualize yourself. I want you to imagine what you're wearing, how you're standing. Picture yourself with a big smile on your face, and imagine yourself feeling stronger than you are right now, feeling less stressed, and feeling free of the feeling that you should be doing more or should be exercising more or should be eating differently. I want you to imagine yourself standing there, confident in who you are, confident in your ability to follow through with an exercise plan, being someone who is very proud of their habits. Okay? Hold that visual for just a moment and then go ahead and open your eyes. Enough of the visualization. We're going to get practical. So get out your pen and paper. If you have it, it's time to take notes. Okay? So if you've been working with me for a while, you know that I like to help people skip the mistakes that I have made, because I've made a lot, or that I see other people making, and I get to kind of give you that shortcut, right? So here are the 3 most common mistakes I see people making. Mistake number 1, your plan isn't clear enough. So, question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how detailed and specific is your current exercise routine? So can you tell me that in the comments? How detailed and specific? 1 is you're like, what exercise plan? That's why I'm here. I have 0 and I need some guidance. 10 is, extremely detailed. I love exercise. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do each day. I know for how long. I know who's going to watch my kids. I know how many calories I'm going to burn. 0, I see 0, 3. We got 1 10 go by. Good job. 8, 0, 0, 1. Okay. Yes. So one of my favorite quotes, you guys have been around for a while, is that I love the quote, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So this is absolutely true when it comes to creating and following a workout schedule. This mistake plays out in one of 2 ways. Either you say to yourself, I want to start working out, and so you intend to exercise, but you don't really have a plan for what, when, where, why. Or you commit to an exercise plan that you do have the details for, but you fail to really consider how you're going to fit that into your daily schedule. I've done this. Maybe you guys have too. You sign up for a program that requires 6-hour-long workouts per week, but you don't really take it one step further to really consider what that looks like for you in your daily life and what's going to change and what's going to have to give in order for you to start fitting that into your daily routine, which eventually leads you to give up when it's not working or it's stressful. Which brings me to my next common mistake that I see, which is following the crowd. I see this a lot, and even more so now with social media. So tell me if you can relate to this. Have you ever been scrolling through Facebook or Instagram and you notice a friend that's posting about their amazing weight loss or their workout plan that they've been using, and then it kind of leads you down a rabbit hole of trying to figure out what have they been doing, or should I be doing that? And after a while, you start to feel like that's what you should be doing. You should be doing that too. Like that's the thing that everyone is doing. Can anyone relate to that? You guys, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just something we do. So yeah, a big mistake I see people making is following their crowd and assuming that just because the plan worked for someone they know, that it's a good plan for them as well. And making decisions based on what others are doing will not serve you. If you sign up for CrossFit and you don't enjoy heavy lifting, you are probably setting yourself up for failure, or at least something that you don't enjoy. Or similarly, if you start running because a good friend of yours runs marathons and she's in great shape, but you have bad knees, that's not a very good plan for you. So it can be tempting to follow the crowd, listen to others. And I am all about, don't get me wrong, I'm all about like being inspired by others and sharing what's working for us. I'm all about that. But you've got to make sure that when you see that information, that you're filtering it through your life and what's going to actually work for you, right? So the third mistake I see people make a lot is that the plan that you set out for is too ambitious or unrealistic. So if you aren't used to exercising on a regular basis and you set a goal to exercise 7 days a week, that's going to be a little intense and you might be setting yourself up for failure, right? So a lot of people fail to consider these key things. Your stage of life. Just for example, I am a mom with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. And up until very recently, I was nursing. And, that obviously, like my stage of life right now, I cannot get to a gym regularly. I can't get anywhere regularly. And it was stressing me out to try to get to the gym, early enough to get the kids in childcare and then get my workout done. And it would take 3 hours and a whole lot of money later. So I think you just got to remember what your stage of life is. That's just mine. Think of your daily schedule. How busy are you? When do you have free time? How much time do you actually have? Think of your budget. Don't sign up for something that's going to stress you out. If you have to pay a gym membership of $200 a month or for ongoing supplements or something that's going to stress you out and it really doesn't work for your budget, don't do it. Fail to consider your energy level. Maybe you have adrenal fatigue or some other health issue that you're working through. And yes, Kathy, we have a lot of people who are over the age of 65 in our membership. And so that's a season of life to think about, what do you need in this season of life, right? So we got to think through these things. And that's something, it's kind of a step that I see a lot of people skipping. They just get excited and want to jump on board with something, but they don't actually take this time to think, what do I need in my life right now? Okay, so the 3 most common mistakes to recap. Either the plan is not specific enough. It's like a grand idea of exercising and working out, but there's not really some structure to keep you moving forward. The mistake of following the crowd and not paying attention to if it's really something that is going to be good for you, or too ambitious, unrealistic, and I would also add to that, not sustainable. So I'm big on long-term health, making sure we take care of our bodies for the long haul, not just, for a short period of time, or not, we need something that is going to honor our bodies and our health for the long haul. So take a quick moment, drink a little drink of water. I'm going to take a drink of water because I'm talking a lot. This is also my sneaky way to make sure you're hydrating today because I can't help myself. Got to take care of you all. And we'll keep moving forward. Okay, so now diving into 7 key strategies for designing a workout schedule that you can actually stick to. So strategy number 1, I encourage everyone to keep a narrow focus. So what does that mean? I might be a little different here, but I want you to bear with me. I want you to not do everything, not set out to do all the things. I encourage my clients to start small, gain momentum. That's a key part, gain momentum and confidence, and then go from there. So people underestimate the value of building confidence in their ability to stick to an exercise routine. So I want you to start small. like that's many of you on here on the call today, you guys participated in my free challenge, right? The free 7-day Pilates challenge where there was 15-minute workouts each day. That is not a massive amount of commitment. That is a fairly manageable commitment. And there is so much value in starting small and committing to one thing because it's not overwhelming and it allows you to build that confidence. That then, once you've got that initial confidence, you feel better, you believe in yourself, and you have a much better chance of continuing forward. So there was a really interesting study that just came out that I was reading that said people who start and stop exercise routines, the more that they do that, or diets, the more that they do that, the shorter they're actually able to stick to something. So to give you an example, so let's say that you started a diet when you were, 20 and you were able to stick to it for maybe like 3 weeks when you were 20, but then you failed. So you got a little nick in your confidence there. And a few years later, you start again, and then you're only able to stick to like 2 weeks because you kind of already don't believe in yourself because you failed before. And the next time you start a diet or an exercise plan, you can only stick to it for about a week because you just don't really, you fall off the wagon. And so your confidence is nicked. And we don't really realize that. But soon enough, our confidence in our ability to follow through has really gone downhill. And we don't take the time to rebuild that confidence. And so that is huge. And this is like from a psychological perspective, where if you don't have that true, deep confidence in your ability to do something and to follow through with it, you're going to fall off the wagon. And so start small, gain momentum, focus on one thing at a time. So I get a lot of questions saying, okay, I'm going to start doing Pilates, I'm going to start running, I'm going to start weightlifting, and I'm going to go vegan. And I'm like, great. Those are all things that are really good for you. And, you could be very healthy doing all of those things. But I would suggest starting with one thing, building that habit, building that confidence, building that momentum. And when you feel like that is now built into your life and you can do it easily, then add one more thing and build that habit into your life and gradually increase. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to overnight or overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. Can I get an amen? We want to start small, and that is not a weak way to do it or a less impressive way to do it. Instead, it is a very smart way to do it and a very effective way to do it, okay? The key is to just start. Start with something small and keep going. One of my favorite quotes is, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So we want to take that single step, right? And there is no shame in that, you guys. There is nothing wrong with starting small. So moving on to the next strategy I want you to consider, unwavering support. You need support. And this is huge. So research shows that people who have workout buddies or a community that supports them are twice as likely to stick with their routines and be consistent. Twice as likely, you guys. And so in addition, they get better results. So why wouldn't we find this, right? If we can set ourselves up to have that much more success just by having support from someone or some people, you're going to have a much better chance of actually sticking to something. So I encourage you to stop trying to do it alone. If you're one of those people that, it's kind of all just within you, that you're starting something new on Monday, or you're going to start a new plan, or you're going to cut out sweets and you just kind of keep it to yourself, I encourage you to find a tribe of people or a coach or a person, someone to help guide you and just be in it with you. And another favorite quote of mine is, we don't have to do it all alone. We were never meant to. And I'm big on that. I'm big on building community around us all trying to become the healthiest version of ourselves. And that's basically what I do, is try to build this community. So I'm very passionate about this one. So consider that in your life. Strategy number 3 is you got to have a clear plan. And it's got to be clear and easy to follow, right? So we touched on this earlier, but I just want to reiterate how important it is for your plan to be clear and specific. So your plan should include exactly what you're going to do. So what are you going to do? Or don't just say workout, right? Instead, What are you going to do? Are you going to do Pilates? Are you going to do yoga? Are you going to start walking? I want you to consider exactly when you're going to do it. So when you look at your day the next day, don't say, oh, I'll work out sometime tomorrow. No, when are you going to do it? Before you go to work in the morning, on your lunch break, as soon as you get home, before you sit down on the couch to watch a show? What's your plan? You got to pencil it in. And what do you need to do in order to make it happen? So this is one that really gets overlooked. What do you have to do in order for that to happen? So if you have kids, what do you need to do? Do you need to make sure they have a snack and a show? Or do you need to make sure that your spouse or partner or a friend can watch the kids for a little bit? Or do you, if you're in a different stage of life, do you need to make sure that that you have lunch before your lunch break so you can use your lunch break to do your workouts, right? What do you need to do in order to make it happen? Go that next extra step, because you won't find the time to do exercise unless you make the time. And I am here as a fitness professional to tell you that that is so true, because in the same way, if I don't, I have to work really hard to get my workouts in every day. And I don't do them every day, every week, I should say. So one thing to also consider is this takes time and it takes planning, right? So if you don't take the time to prepare, you probably won't succeed. So you have to be willing to do that. So strategy number 4 is to keep it convenient. And so I have a quick question. On a given day, how much time do you have to work out? So be realistic, be honest. Like, look at your average day. How much spare time do you typically feel like you have? An hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? What is it? Maybe an hour. Okay, Hannah. 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 60. And again, this goes back to what I said earlier, right? Stage of life is going to determine this. So we're all in a different place, and you don't have to compare yourself to others. You just have to be realistic looking at your own life, right? Absolutely. Okay, so this strategy is so important and it's overlooked, but I want you to think about this. So let's say you go to a gym across town. It takes you about 30 minutes to actually get dressed, get in your car, drive there, park, unload your bag in the locker room, and actually get into class. You have to leave 30 minutes early, right? Then you stay for a 60-minute class. Then afterwards, you've got to pay for your class. You've got to shower, change, blow dry your hair, put your makeup back on, get back ready for your day. And then you've got to drive home again, or drive to work or wherever you're going. That typical routine that a lot of people just suggest is the easy thing to do. Just go to a gym, go to a class at the gym. This can take 2.5 hours. And I don't know about you, but I'm not really seeing anybody say they have 2.5 hours to fit their workouts in. So this is not bad. I'm not saying this is bad. If you can do this, I full on support you. There was a time in my life when I did do this every day and I loved it. And I loved it. But I cannot do that anymore. These days, I can maybe carve out about 30 to 45 minutes on an average day, max. And I usually aim for about 30. So one of the most important things you can do to ensure that you stay consistent is to find a way to make exercise more convenient. And of course, I am obviously a big believer in this, considering my entire business is built on the idea of providing online workouts that are convenient for busy women. So I obviously believe in this, but here's a few ways, I jumped ahead there, that you can make it more convenient. You can find a gym or a studio that is right on your way to work or really close to your home. So there's no extra commute added, right? Or you can utilize online workouts like I provide here, or DVDs that can be done from home. Or you can just go for walks around your neighborhood, right? So you actually don't have to commute. So along these same lines, strategy number 5 is you really need to be realistic. So creating a successful workout schedule requires you to consider your unique schedule, your unique stage of life, your health, etc. You can sense a theme here. It's good to have big goals, but unrealistic goals won't get you where you want to go. So things to consider. Are you able to leave the home for your workouts? And if so, how often? Can you go every day? Can you go 3 times a week? I really want you to apply this to yourself right now. This is not a general question. I want you to be thinking about this for yourself. Are there physical and health limitations that you need to consider? Do you have arthritis? Do you have adrenal fatigue? Do you have MS? Do you have an injured shoulder that's recovering? Do you have anything that you need to consider? How much time can you realistically find each day? You guys, I want to tell you that I can do 60 minutes a day, but I really can't. If I aim for 60 minutes a day, I am a stressed out person and I constantly feel like I'm failing. So I aim for about 30 minutes. Oftentimes I'll do 20. I literally will set the timer on my phone and do 20 minutes of Pilates until my timer goes off. So we're all different. And there's no shame. You need to be realistic in order to figure out what's going to work for you. Also, how many days a week can you realistically commit to? Are you someone that can go 7 days a week? That's amazing. In full support. Can you just do 2 days a week? Can you do 4? And the last strategy, and this one might surprise you, but it's to have some skin in the game. So this can be found through accountability, but it can also be found through spending some money. Now, here's the thing. I've run a lot of free programs. A lot of you on here right now, raise your hand or say me if you have joined one of my free programs, challenges, or anything like that. I've run a lot of free programs, and I've also run a lot of paid programs. And without a doubt, people who have quote unquote skin in the game or paid for something have better results. They want to get their money's worth, right? Money is a great motivator. It really is. Now, you certainly don't have to pay for a program or a coach when it comes to creating an exercise plan, but I know for a fact that it helps because I can see it, you guys. I can see it on my open rates on emails. So on a free program, by the end of the program, we have about a 40% open rate. That means about 40% of the people who signed up to do something stick with it. On our paid programs, we've got about a 70% open rate. So that means about 70% of the people actually stick to it. And it's as simple as because they have committed with money. And so they're much less likely to be like, forget it, because they committed. They have a little skin in the game. So if you're not sure about this one, I would just ask you to consider how self-motivated are you, right? Are you the type of person who has no trouble staying motivated? If so, you're probably already in great shape and you may not need to use this strategy. But if you're the kind of person who has good intentions, but you struggle with the follow through, then this may be a big one for you, maybe something to consider. Lastly, I want you to find something you enjoy. Okay, so this is important. Find something you enjoy, and you may not always feel like you want to get off the couch. We all have those days that you just want to sit on the couch and watch a show. But if there's something that you enjoy, you'll dramatically increase your likelihood of success. So your workout should definitely include activities that you enjoy, even if that means you just enjoy the way you feel when you're done, right? Sometimes that is the biggest motivator right there. Okay, so let's get really practical, you guys. I want to wrap up so I can get to my Q&A so you can ask me your questions. But here's what I want you to do. Grab a pen and paper. And if you downloaded the calendar, then I want you to grab that calendar and I want you to write on the back of it, okay? And go through and answer these questions. So I'm going to read through them, but I'm going to leave them up as well so you can really write them down right now. Again, I want you guys to get the most out of this workshop, so actually do it with me right now. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about your current workout schedule? 10 being you absolutely love it. Nothing would change. You're so happy. 1 being you are not happy with your workout schedule. Okay. The next question is, what do you like about your current schedule and routine? So what's working for you? What do you enjoy? And right after that would be, what do you dislike about your current schedule and routine? So what kind of bugs you about it? What stresses you out? Or why do you think you maybe skip workouts or don't stick with it? Good. So I'm actually giving you guys time to give these feedback. I'm seeing a lot of people feeling not so great about their current routine, or maybe not having one. Good. Okay. And the last question would be, and this one's a big one. So if you can do this now, or at least write down the question so you can come back to it at the end of the workshop, but is make a list of what your common excuses are. So what do you find when you find yourself wanting to skip a workout? Because we all do it. If you don't, you're amazing. Good. I'm proud of you. And I really mean that. I don't mean that sarcastically. Like, that's awesome. But I know that most people, myself included, we have some excuses that feel like we come up a lot for us. So I actually want you to name them. I'm too tired. It's too late. Yeah, I don't have time. Lots of I'm too tired and I don't have time. Yeah. Okay. So make a list, write those excuses so you know you have them. And I want you to hold on to that. We'll come back to it. Okay. So be strategic as you think through this. And here's what I want you to do. Oh, I got to add one thing because I always do. A quick note about the all or nothing mentality. So, as many of you have probably heard, I have an online membership program called the Balanced Life Sisterhood, and I'm going to share more about that with you in a minute. But one of our unofficial mottos has become grace over guilt. And what that means is that we are choosing to extend grace and forgiveness to ourselves when we go off track, rather than feeling guilty and focusing on all that is going wrong. So I want you to remember that if you hold yourself to a standard of perfection when it comes to a workout plan, then when you fall behind or go off track, and spoiler alert, you will, we all go off track sometimes, then you're going to throw in the towel. And it happens to everyone. So even people who think that they are perfect, you might see people that you think are fit, perfect, motivated, they just always have it together, they struggle too. And I just want you to remember that just because you can't do something perfectly doesn't mean you shouldn't do it at all. Something is always better than nothing. So I just want to make sure that I snuck that into this. If there's anything you hear today, that's a really important thing. So let's review these 7 key strategies, okay? I want you to keep a narrow focus. I want you to find unwavering support, not just people that are like, yay, good for you, but people who are really like, we get it. We know how hard you're trying. I'm trying too, and can really be in it with you. A clear plan. You need a convenient plan. You want to be realistic and don't try to be idealistic, right? Think realistically about your life and your needs and what you can do. Consider having skin in the game and find something that you enjoy. So these strategies are key components in all of the programs that I run, like even the free challenge that many of you just participated in. And I promise you that if you follow these, you will see some really good results. And there's one more thing that I didn't touch on too much, and I could do a whole workshop on this, which maybe I will someday. But one key area that's often forgotten is our mindset, our thoughts, and our thoughts about who we are and our identity and the story that we tell ourselves about the person that we think we are, right? Versus the person we want to be. So I've coached a lot of women online, and one thing I have people do, this may sound silly, but it's not, because if we can't get in the right mindset and belief system about any of this, then the application won't happen, right? We have to make sure that we're also embracing what's going on in the way that we think about exercise, we think about our bodies, the way we believe in ourselves and who we are. So sometimes I will have people really take a moment to realize, what is the story you've been telling yourself, right? So do you find yourself saying, I can't stick to it. I'm not one of those fit people. I'm not like that. I'm not strong enough. I'm terrible at sticking to workout routines. I can't stick to a diet. Like, do you have any kind of that ongoing conversation and identity going on in your mind? And then how can we flip that to be more like, what does the person you want to be do? So what does she do? Create the ideal version of yourself. Does she wake up early and get her workout done before she goes to work? Does she drink water all day and stay hydrated? Does she do Pilates regularly? Does she prioritize sleep? What are the things that she does? And how can we start to focus on that and change our mindset about who we are? So this is a whole nother area, but I just want you to know that this is something I'm really passionate about and I try to include in my programs. So like I said, I've seen it time after time with client after client, whether my client is traveling for business or whether my client is a homeschooling mom. These strategies that I share today, they work. They really do. And if there's one thing you take away today, is that I've spent years researching and creating programs that help women succeed, see results, and stay consistent. I really, really think about how I can help people do this in everything that I create. And incorporating these 7 strategies has literally changed my life and the lives of my clients. And these strategies are proven and effective to take you from inconsistent to consistent when it comes to diet and exercise and self-care, right? And I want this for you. I want this for you if you are on this call today and if this is inspiring to you. And I want you to know just how good it can feel to build that confidence, feel consistent, believe in yourself again. And so the obvious question is, how can I do this? How can I apply these strategies to make sure that I create a workout schedule that works for me, right? And you have a choice. You can try to do it on your own like you've been doing. You can keep doing the same thing you've been doing, right? Like I shared before. You can do your own research. You can rely on willpower, which we've all been taught to do, and you can motivate yourself and hope for the best. Or you can set yourself up for success by following a clear plan, by using these strategies, letting me or someone else guide you, and surrounding yourself with like-minded women so that you have that support and so that you get help moving forward. So if you're like me, you're tired of starting and stopping exercise routines, right? That's what you said when you started this call. You're tired of having good intentions but not following through, or thinking about how you should be taking better care of yourself. Feeling uncomfortable in your skin and out of shape, you're tired of it. Or tired of trying to rely on willpower and doing it all alone and just feeling like it's not happening, right? So it's time for you to make a plan. And that's what I hope I'm setting you up for here today. A plan that is practical, realistic, sustainable for the long haul, and tailored to what it is that you need, not what somebody else needs, right? So it's your time to do that. And I want you to remember that nothing I've shared today is theory or fluff. I use these exact strategies myself and with thousands of women who are in my programs. And they're the core principles inside my monthly membership program, which is what I want to share a little bit more about now. So the Balanced Life Sisterhood is what I have created in a way to bring these strategies and principles in an accessible way to women around the world. So working with all these women made me go, how can I create this structure and create all of these things people need to see results and put it in a way that is realistic for women all around the world? And I would have loved for someone to help me walk through this step by step and help me implement all of these things that I wanted to do that I just didn't have the willpower to do on my own. So if you're feeling motivated and inspired and you know that you want to take that next step and you know that you want to move forward, then I invite you to join me in the sisterhood, as enrollment is open now and we only open it a few times a year. So I'll tell you a little bit about it so you can decide if it's a good fit for you or not, and then we'll dive into the Q&A. So the sisterhood is an online monthly membership program that is designed to help you love your body, stay consistent with your workouts, and provide support, community, and friendship from women who are encouraging and not competitive. And that is a really important part of it for me. So here's the thing, the sisterhood isn't right for everyone. So I want you to take out that list that I just had you write on the back of your calendar or a few minutes ago. And as I share what the sisterhood is all about, I want you to consider whether or not what I offer in this program falls in line with what you need, right, in an exercise plan. So I want this to be personal for you. So filter everything through that list that you just made, because this is for people who love the idea of a realistic plan, not a quick fix fad program. It's for people who enjoy guidance and support as they work towards their goals. So here's what's inside the monthly membership program. And I am curious just right now, how many sisterhood members are actually on the call? Can you say me in the comment section? So here's what you get. Every month, I release a brand new full-length Pilates workout on the first of every month. And these workouts can be done from home, on your own time, anytime. Every month, you get, oh, look at all the sisterhood members. Oh, I love it. Every month, you get a monthly workout calendar. And I create this for you using the principles that I shared today on the call. It's a realistic calendar. There are 5 workouts assigned per week. And 3 of those workouts are just about 10 to 15 minutes long. And the other 2 are closer to 30, sometimes 40 minutes. And it's realistic, it's sustainable for busy women. Every month, you get a brand new monthly recipe bundle with recipes that are tailored to the season and focused on real, whole, easy to prepare foods, because I'm all about easy here. Every month, we have a monthly mission, and this is where we focus on one area of wellness off the mat. So kind of like I talked about having that, focus on not only our physical health, but already our mental health, right? So every month we have a mission where we focus on something together. Maybe it's gratitude or meditation or meal planning, different things that will help us off of the mat. So as a member, you get access to an entire online workout library. We have over 34, I think more than that, Pilates workouts that are accessible for members only, and they're all available online. Every month, we also have a professionally designed monthly print that goes along with our monthly mission. And so you can hang it in your home, you can frame it. These are beautiful, and I love them. I have them hanging in my home. We have a members-only Facebook group and also interest groups on our member dashboard, so you can connect with women around the world who are really kind and generous and encouraging. You have the ability to watch videos offline if you don't have a strong internet connection. And all Sisterhood members get discounts and perks. So on my programs, or I work with brands sometimes to negotiate deals and discounts for Sisterhood members on products that I love. And so it's just a fun part of the Sisterhood. So you also get just support, encouragement, motivation, inspiration, stress reduction, strength, flexibility. I could go on and on of the benefits of online Pilates, right? And just as a thank you for everyone who is here today, if you are here on the live workshop, you will also get something I put together out of popular requests from members, which is my weekend meal planning and meal prep made easy. So there's no question that food plays a really important role in living a healthy and balanced life, but also in seeing results from your workouts, right? So this is exactly what I do every weekend with food. So this is what I do. I go to the grocery store with my list, how I come home and prepare my meals. This is exactly what I do. Now, to be clear, this is not a meal plan. This is not a complicated, overwhelming meal plan. These are simple, straightforward strategies, step by step, that anyone can benefit from no matter what your diet looks like right now. So if you join on today, Sunday, then you'll also get this thrown in as a little bonus to say thank you for being here. So as a Sisterhood member, you'll experience the convenience of an online workout program. So if you do have trouble leaving the house for workouts on a regular basis, then you'll experience what it's like to have someone come to you and you just log in and press play. You'll experience renewed motivation because it's set up in a way that every month we have a brand new focus, a new calendar, a new workout, a new mission, and there's a community of women around the world who get excited about it and cheer each other on. You'll experience friendship, guidance, and support from me and the members of the community. And you'll feel less stressed because I do all of the work for you, right? I curate the workout calendars each month. So you just have to follow along. I take the guesswork out of it. I put together healthy recipe bundles that are in line with a very wholesome way of living. Most of them are gluten and dairy free for those who are curious. And I provide all the tools and resources you need to implement what you have learned in today's webinar. So does this sound like something that would help you? If it is, based on the list that you made during this workshop, then I want to invite you to join because enrollment is now open. And like I said, we only open this a few times per year. So the last time it was open to the public was in March. And now this is the first time it has been open to the public since then. So I would love for you guys to check it out. I just put an offer up so you can check it out. I want to go through and tell you the absolute details of it, how much it costs and all of that. So don't worry, it's not $450. If you were to take 5 Pilates classes per week, it would cost you $450 a month. So you get access to over 200 and healthy, balanced recipes, $150. $40 for the monthly print that we get from a designer. And $150 are these other bonuses that you get as a member. You get, if you just did the Back to the Mat challenge, you get the whole challenge for free. You also get my entire 21 days of Pilates challenge for free, along with the bonus meal planning book that I just showed you. So in person, this is the beauty of the internet, right? Because in person, this would cost you at least $790. But because it's online and because we can do it digitally, it's so much more affordable. And you can join for just $19 a month. That's like the cost of one meal out, right? Or annually, you can join for $171, and that's the equivalent of 3 months free. So there's options for you. And I feel like there's really hard to put a price on the investment that you make in your health, right? And $19 a month is a very small amount when it comes to all that you get out of it. So if this sounds like something that excites you and would motivate you and help you, I would love for you to join. Enrollment is open from now until Thursday, the 21st. So it's only open for about 4 days, and I guess 4.5. And if you're excited about this, then feel free to join right now using that link, and feel free to ask your questions because I'm going to dive right into that right now. So as a reminder, you'll get immediate access to all of these things that I mentioned earlier on the call. As soon as you join, you get access to that. You'll get a login information. You get access to our members only dashboard. And also a little peek inside our workout library, right? I'm going to put my camera back on because I want to see you guys. So hi, there we go. I'm back. So inside our workout library, we have so many workouts, over 34. But Pilates for flexibility, waist whittling workout, stretching and strength, bar balance and strength. I'm just not going to read them all. I'm going to let you see them. But this is just a glimpse of the workouts that we have in the library that you get access to right away. And there's more being added all the time. So clearly there's a workout for every mood and every ability level and every goal that you're working on, whether you're trying to build strength, increase flexibility, tone up your arms, whatever it might be for you. And here's a little peek at kind of what it looks like once you are in. You can browse this. You can search by like abs or arms or full body or prenatal, and it'll pull up all of the workouts that fall in line with what you're looking for. So when we created this website a few years ago, we created it with the goal in mind to make it as easy as possible for you to exercise from home. Ease is the name of the game, right? Because that is the only way you'll stick with it, if it's easy. So here's a little quote from Janine. I'm going to keep moving forward because I really want to make sure I answer your questions, but I also want you to know that we donate. A portion of every membership goes directly to Women for Women International to help women in war-torn countries rebuild their lives. And they teach them nutrition, and they teach them their rights, and they teach them family planning and how to build businesses. And it's a really amazing thing to be a part of. So, okay, question time. Go ahead and type them in. My assistant, Becky, I've got my phone here. She's actually sending them to me since they move a little bit fast for me. So one question she said we're getting is about the recipe bundles. So the recipe bundle, I want to be clear, it's not a meal plan. You don't get a meal plan because for this type of program, that wouldn't make sense. Instead, it's a recipe bundle. And so each month we release the September recipe bundle or the October recipe bundle. And that includes a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, and a snack, all based in real whole foods, most of which are dairy and gluten-free or can easily be modified to be gluten-free. And we always provide a vegetarian vegan option within the recipe bundle. So you also get access to all the past recipe bundles as well. So you can browse and find basically anything you want. Any Sisterhood members want to type in the comments about that? I would love for you to share what you love about it. So here's how it works. Once you join, you get immediate access to everything. You can start out as a monthly member and then upgrade to an annual member. Yes, but they're going so fast. Okay, but here's the thing. If you're a monthly member, you can cancel anytime. No questions asked, not roping you into anything. If you're an annual member, then we offer refunds within the first 30 days. So keep that in mind as you're signing up. But you do get 3 months free, which is a pretty good savings if you go for the annual rate. Okay, so when you become a member, you get access to our members only dashboard. And there you can access the monthly calendar, the daily workout. You just log in and press play. You can find your recipe bundle, your monthly mission. It's all on a membership dashboard right there. Everything is easy to access, so you can sneak your workout in whenever you find those few extra minutes. So a lot of questions that I get every time is, I'm new. I'm not really like a Pilates expert. Is this going to work for me? And all levels are welcome. So I do have a Pilates for Beginners series that I encourage you to go through. It's free if you are new to Pilates, to get you kind of in the mindset of how I teach and how to safely work for your body. But in addition, I provide modifications within all of the workouts, and I think other sisterhood members would be able to tell you that they started and they were new, and now they're feeling like pros and doing good. So you do not need a promo code or a discount code. So you can just sign up, and anyone who signs up from this live workshop today will get that extra bonus. And the price is $19 a month, $171 a year, no promo code required. How do I know what workouts to do each day? So this is a good question. Really, all you have to do is log in and press play. When you log in, your daily workout pops right up right there. And so you just know what's been assigned to you. I've put it all together with a goal in mind. So it's strategically designed every month. Like I said, I do all the work for you. You just log in and press play. We also have the option, if you don't want to do that workout and you want to kind of mix and match, you can find those workouts easily on the dashboard as well and pick whatever suits your mood. So kind of make it work for you. You can either follow it exactly, or you can make it be more flexible. And we have members who do both, right? Let's see. Does my payment automatically renew every month and year? Yes, it is just like any other membership or subscription service. So think like Netflix. If you sign up today, you will be billed again on the same day the next month, and unless you cancel. And you can cancel anytime. We're not here to rope you into anything, I promise. It's risk-free. It really is. And if you sign up for the year, like I said, you have 30-day window, okay? So one thing I know, I'm really busy. Do you think I'll be able to keep up with these workouts? Absolutely, because this program was designed specifically for busy women. So when I create programs, I am thinking of women who are busy and don't have a ton of time or desire to spend hours and hours on the gym. There are plenty of programs designed for women who do love that. That's not what this is for. This is for people who need something that is convenient, realistic, and easy. Not easy necessarily in terms of the workouts, but easy to fit into your daily schedule. So if you follow the calendar, you will be assigned a 10-minute workout, maybe 15, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 30 to 40-minute workouts on Tuesday and Thursday. Again, you can follow that exactly, or you can kind of mix and match if you have more time on Wednesdays or something like that. So that's how that works. Do I need any special equipment? No. There are a few bonus workouts that I put in there just for fun that include like the Pilates ring or a foam roller or a ball or some light weights. I throw those in there as bonuses and for fun because some people like that. And I think you will too once you get started and you realize this is so fun, and maybe you'll collect a few props to have on hand. But I try to make sure that if a workout includes a prop, you can still get a lot of great use out of it, even if you don't have that prop at home. So this is a good question, and I get this one a lot. Why would I choose this program over one of the other options out there? So like I said, the goal of this program is designed to help you stay consistent, especially if you're busy, okay? So the realistic and sustainable part of it is something that is really important to me and is a huge value in this program. So you will never be sold or pitched like ongoing supplements, shakes, cleanses that you need to be doing all the time. This is a lifestyle plan. This is like, I want to transform your lifestyle in a really real, long lasting way. So it's balanced, it's nourishing, it's realistic, and it's a community. And I think that's an important part about it, that this is not just about me. This is about you. And we have thousands of women around the world, many of whom are on the call today. And Jessica saying, as an existing sisterhood member, I'm so happy I'm here. Yes, I'm so glad you're here too, Jessica. And so I just want you to know that it's about more than just me. It's about connecting with other women around the world. So Becky is wondering, Becky's telling me someone's asking, can I watch the workouts online? Yes, they are all online. You can't watch them. You have to be a member to watch them. I'm not sure if that's the question, but they're all online workouts that you will log into and watch them that way. We're also getting a question about what are the monthly mission themes. So one mission theme, I'll just go through a few of them because it's new every month, is this month we're focusing on eating more real whole foods. And so as a community, we're all just, again, we're not trying to do like an entire overhaul of our diet. We're just trying to bring more foods into our life and sharing resources about that. We've done meal planning, strategies for meal planning. We've done meditation. We've focused on decluttering. We've focused on gratitude. So it changes every month, and it's just a fun way, again, to not try to overhaul everything at once, but to just be realistic and focus on one area of wellness per month that can help you become more of the healthiest version of yourself. That's what it's about. So I've got about 10 minutes left, and Becky's still sending me the questions. Okay, that was a typo in the question. The question was, can I watch the videos offline, not online? Yes, you can, and there are specific ways that you can do this, and I will go ahead and let Becky explain that once you join. So when you join, there's different ways. You can watch it through Vimeo, you can watch it through your TV, you can watch it offline, you can download the workouts as well. So I'm going to go ahead and change off I'm going to just come back in so you can see my face. Hello. And we'll just talk this way. Okay. Mary, welcome. Mary just joined. Hey, Julie said, I'm in the sisterhood. Can I watch on my TV? Yes, you can. You can watch the videos on your TV, either using the browser if you have a smart TV or if you have an Amazon Fire Stick. There's all different ways you can do it. You can also use the Vimeo app, and it'll let you watch the videos on your TV that way. So we help walk you through that depending on what device you're using, because there are so many different devices that everyone is using, right? Hi, Marcy. She said, I love everything about the sisterhood. Thank you, Marcy. Let's see what else we've got. Tracy said, I tried to sign up and I'm getting an error. A plan already exists. Okay, Tracy, go ahead and send an email. I'm going to hello@thebalancedlifeonline.com. I'm going to post that so everyone can find that as a message, so you can find how to contact us. hello@thebalancedlifeonline.com if you're having any trouble. We're always here to help. And we have an amazing little team, small but mighty team, me, Becky, and Sarah, and we are always here to help you guys. Hey, Tanya, welcome to the sisterhood. She said, I just joined. Nina said, I'm concerned that the workouts aren't long enough for me. I understand that. I could see that if you like long workouts, then you may be wondering if a 15-minute workout a few times a week is going to be satisfactory to you. And to that, I would say you don't know unless you try. So you might as well try and see how it feels. And you could also, what a lot of people do is do a couple back-to-back. So if you prefer a longer workout, then you can do 2 15-minute back-to-back, or you can choose one of the longer workouts from the library each day. Remember, you have access to all of the workouts anytime you want. So you can do what I have assigned to you, or you can do what suits your mood. Hi, Tina. Tina said, so if I join, will I get a link to join the sisterhood? Yes. Once you join, you'll get a welcome email from me, and it'll explain everything you need to know, and it will include links to join the sisterhood Facebook group and how to get started. Vicky said, I have thyroid disease and I've tried everything to feel better. I'm wondering if this would help me have more energy. So Vicky, I can't say for sure. Obviously, I don't know your exact situation, but I know that a lot of women, that is one of the first things they say about doing Pilates, is that the breathing, the way that it is low impact and not exhausting in a way that leaves you feeling sore and tired and achy, that your energy actually increases rather than feeling depleted after doing these workouts. So I would hope that you would experience the same thing. Let's see. Hi, Jill. Jill says, I've been a member since March and it's wonderful. The support from others is great. The workouts are fantastic. Thanks, Jill. That's awesome. Maureen, welcome. I'm glad. I hope you love it. Natalie, welcome. Natalie asks, what does the Facebook group involve? So the Facebook group involves just as much as you want. So each day I post the daily workouts there. And I just realized I can do this and I can show that to people. So inside the Facebook group, I post the daily workouts there. So if you're a Facebook person and that's your easiest way to find workouts, you can absolutely do that. You can just click on it and go. We also just encourage each other, and people share, things that are working for them, what's not working for them. If they're having a challenging time, then we jump in and support each other. There's a difference. We're really dedicated to how quality the group is. We don't allow any self-promotion or selling of products because we want the group to stay on track and be a place where everyone actually wants to be. So it's all positive. If anything, no one is negative. No one is competitive. No one's complaining. We are there as in like a really genuine, authentic way to lift one another up. And I pop into the group and answer questions and do live Q&As like this from time to time and share resources. And it's just a way for us all to connect. So it's really fun. Let's see. Okay, so Becky's telling me that a few people have tried to join and they are getting a message that they already have an account. So she's saying, Becky, correct me if I'm wrong, that if you do that, you can just click the forgot password and it will send you your password and you can reset your password and join that way. Yeah? Okay, going back up. Hi, Shayna. Does working out in Pilates affect your milk supply if you're nursing? Great question. I have nursed 2 babies, and I know for one thing that everyone's different in terms of milk supply, and exercise affects them in different ways. Pilates is not known to reduce milk supply because you aren't really sweating a ton and you're not really like burning like so many calories that you're exhausting your body. So I've never heard of an issue with milk supply in Pilates. And in turn, I think the encouragement that you will get from the group in terms of staying hydrated, like we do Water Tag Wednesday to remind each other to all keep hydrating. And the foods that you'll be eating from the recipe bundle, should you choose to use those, and if anything, will really help you to nourish your body in a time when you really need to nourish your body and in a way that is helpful to help you towards your goals as well. So, yay, Linda Lee, all set. Good job, Linda Lee. I'm glad Becky was able to help you out there. Okay, good question for the community. Anybody who is on right now who's already a sisterhood member, I would love for you to help answer this question. Nina said, what kind of results have some of you already seen doing these workouts? So if you guys want to type that into the chat box, that would be amazing. So I don't speak for you. There's no discount code, you guys. You don't need a discount code. It's $19 a month and $171 a year. And the free bonus will be sent to you if you sign up today live on the workshop on Sunday. So for those of you watching the replay, it is regarding Sunday live participants for that. But there's no need for a discount code. Amy, hi Amy. Amy says she has more energy since doing these workouts. Carolyn says her core is stronger. I've been a member since the beginning and I love it. I'm a vegetarian, mostly vegan, and find that almost all the recipes work for me. I've done Balanced Beginnings, which is my prenatal program, and the sisterhood. And I love that I can mix and match the workouts and also get access to the challenges forever. That's awesome. Debbie sleeps better. Hi, Ruth. Ruth says, just curious of the timeline for completion as I have to run, but don't want to miss the end. We are done. We are at the Q&A section. So at this point, stay on if you have questions for me. Otherwise, you can go join the sisterhood because enrollment is open now through Thursday. So it's a very small window. After that, we close enrollment to the public and we focus on serving our members and creating everything that they need and less on spreading the word. So now's the time to sign up if you want to do that. And otherwise, You guys are welcome to leave. And I want to thank you for joining me. And I'm thrilled that you took the time on your Sunday to spend it with me, because I know you have a bunch of other things you could be doing. But I'm grateful that you took this time for yourself. And I'm here to answer any questions for the next few minutes or so. Thanks, Liz. Have a good day. Let's see. Sherry, I love it. She said, I've been a member since March and my booty has firmed up. Love it. Who doesn't want that? Nicole, yay. Welcome to the sisterhood, Nicole. Vivian said, my knee is stronger since I've joined the sisterhood, and my fibromyalgia, I have more energy. That's awesome. Erin says, increased strength and flexibility. Hi, Candy. Candy said, can you talk a little bit more about your scoliosis? My daughter has that, does yoga daily, but needs more. Yeah, so I have scoliosis, mild scoliosis, and Pilates has helped me immensely. So before Pilates, I had a lot of pain here in my jaw, neck, shoulders, upper back, this whole kind of twisted area of my body. This is how I'm tempted to be if I'm not doing Pilates. And so Pilates has really helped me to balance out my body, because if you have scoliosis, even if you don't have scoliosis, you probably have muscular imbalances that you're not aware of, but you tend to overuse one side of your body, or you lean one way and you may not even quite realize it. So what you need to do is spend time balancing out your musculature, working on movements in both directions, rotation, both directions, tilting in both directions, extension, flexion. And that is why Pilates is so beneficial for people with scoliosis. In addition, it really builds a lot of core strength. And one thing we know is that core strength is one of the best things you can do to prevent and reduce back pain. So those two things combined is what's so helpful for scoliosis. And yoga, I think a lot of people see benefits with yoga. So nothing against yoga at all. I'm a big fan of yoga. But one thing that sets Pilates apart from yoga is learning how to really use those deep core muscles to really build that strength from a deep internal level that holds you in better posture and takes pressure off of your spine and your hips and your joints so that you function the way you should, right? And restore more balance to that body. So I would love if your daughter was able to see some benefits from doing Pilates. I've worked with a lot of scoliosis clients in person and online, and I've seen a lot of great results. So yay, Tina, welcome. Thank you, Eva. Welcome, Kimberly. Welcome, Jolene. Yay, Natalie. Hey, Casey, do you find you need to supplement with cardio, or could this be the only exercise you do? This is a great question. And it kind of goes back to what I shared in the workshop, is it depends on who you are and what you're working on, right? So if you are here today and you are in a place where you really just need to do something, you need to get started, and you're kind of at that just getting started place, then absolutely 100% stick to focusing on one thing, stick to Pilates. Within the workout library, you will find we have workouts that focus on cardio as well. So we have core and cardio, a couple other ones. The bar workouts are great for cardio. So you'll find that you can get the cardio benefits within the Pilates workout library. And then that being said, a lot of people do add more cardio, but let's focus on one thing at a time. Build the habit that you want to build first. And then as you feel like you are in a really good groove and you're feeling really good, then take it to that next level. I say that because I see so many people do the I need to do cardio, I need to do Pilates, I need to do weights, and then they don't stick to it for the long haul. So start small, add on, go from there. Yay, Terry, good. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad that you're excited about that's going to help you. Karina, let me take a drink and then I'll answer. I'm talking a lot. Karina, can you explain how the workouts are in the membership, please? Do you get a new daily workout along with the longer one at the start of each month? Okay, so here's how it works. The day before the first day of the month, I send you an email. And in that email, I say for example, your October resources are now live on your member dashboard. And then you go and you log into your member dashboard. And there you will find your monthly workout calendar and your new workout for the month. It's on the dashboard, but it's also in the workout library. You'll find your new recipe bundle. You'll find your monthly mission, and it's all right there for you. And then you get started from there. So I send that all out at the beginning of the month, and then I check in with you via email throughout the month to either check in on the monthly mission or give you a little nudge or provide a really cool study that we just read or more resources that you might need for the month. And then within the Facebook group, we support each other on and on. So that's kind of how it works. Hopefully that answered your question. Let's see. Vivian, Robin emails are a great way to wake up. Oh, thanks, Vivian. That's sweet. Linda Lee, do we have a mission for September? Yes, our mission right now. And so if you join right now, you're coming right in on September. And that is awesome. There is nothing wrong with coming in the middle of the month. You just join right in, start the calendar. It's the perfect if you just finished the challenge. If you did, then you just keep going. We've got our next workout is scheduled for tomorrow because they're assigned Monday through Friday. So you'll just dive right in with us in September. Our mission this month is focusing on eating more real whole foods. So again, like I said, we're not overhauling everything. We're not saying never eat a packaged food ever again this month. We're just saying as a community, what can we do? How can we encourage each other to try to eat more real whole foods and a little bit less of that packaged processed stuff this month, right? Small steps add up to big changes. Hey, Maeve. Maeve says, I was diagnosed with scoliosis 3 years ago at age 54. I was devastated, but discovered Pilates and it helped me so much and leveled my shoulders out. And I joined the sisterhood in March. I love it. Thank you, Robin. Maeve, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, you guys can even see. Can you see my shoulders a little bit higher? And it used to be much more intense. So it's definitely all thanks to Pilates. Maeve, I'm so glad you've experienced that too. Let's see. Yay, welcome, Vicky. Welcome, Julie. Okay, I think the comments are kind of slowing down. Here we go. Hi, Lori. Lori said, I am under the assumption that when I sign up, I pay with credit card. Is it possible to pay with PayPal? Yes, it is possible to pay with PayPal. I'm 90% sure. Becky, has that changed? I'm pretty sure you can pay with PayPal. It should give you that option. Now I can't remember. Becky's here to answer the question. It used to be that way, and now I can't remember if monthly memberships can go PayPal or not. But it will give you the option at checkout if it is an option. Yay! Welcome, Deb. Welcome, Tamra. Okay, let's see. Hi, Babs. Babs says, I'm not sure how Pilates will work for me and my body limitations. You said you had an introductory free basic first, but I haven't mentioned it again. Yeah, so you can, I'll send you that information. As soon as you sign up as a sisterhood member, I will send you information for Pilates for beginners. And it's like a 5-part video series that walks you through some very basic core principles about Pilates and how I teach that you can then take those into your workouts. Sorry, I made a mistake. You can't use PayPal for the monthly membership. Becky's going, Robin, no. We used to have it set up that way, but it was a huge pain because it was difficult for members, to be honest, because if you canceled your membership, then you also had to cancel in PayPal, and it was hard for members. It made it complicated. So no more monthly memberships through PayPal. We use credit card now. So sorry about that. Megan, there's not a discount code. No discount code needed. You guys just sign up and it's straight up $19 a month. And you get the free bonuses as just becoming a member. And yeah, no promo code needed. And if you sign up if you want the 3 months free, sign up for the annual membership. And you'll automatically, that price just reflects the equivalent of 3 months free, if that makes sense. Welcome, Emily. Welcome, welcome. Can you give modifications for knees? I do try to give modifications throughout all of the workouts. Based on, if it's too challenging for you, if it bothers your knees, if it bothers your neck. I really try to provide as many modifications that I can within each workout and show you how to do that. And also, I think that you'll find that if you go through the Pilates for Beginners series, that you'll see that in there as well. Hi, Wendy. Wendy says, when will the next enrollment be announced on the blog? I can't join right now, and as soon as I can, I will. I know how important this kind of wonderful support is. Hey, Wendy, that's okay. Right now, we actually don't have an exact scheduled time for when we're going to open enrollment again. We were originally planning on open a big public enrollment 2 times a year. We did it in March, and then we are doing it right now. And then we might do a wait list. We might open it up to the wait list sometimes toward the end of the year. So potentially the end of the year. But if you stay on the email list, you'll know. But it's not set in stone yet. So it could be as late as March of next year, but I doubt it. We'll probably do sometime around the new year. Thanks, Melissa. Hannah, are the daily videos personalized to me or are they the same for everyone? Good question. They are the same for everyone. I wish I could create videos for each person, but I'm only one person, and so I can't do that, unfortunately. But they are curated to, so each month, let's say, I create a calendar for everyone in the community, and I pull together workouts. The shorter workouts are either from the free challenges or sometimes from my YouTube channel. The longer workouts are all from within the exclusive Sisterhood member library. And every calendar has a focus. So one month it might be, this month, this whole calendar is dedicated to improving your flexibility. One month it might be, last month, was it last month? Or it was this month? That's all about most bang for your buck, right? So each of the workouts was handpicked to be the most effective in the least amount of time. We have different themes that I pull the calendars together so that you know what you're working towards each month. And then the same for everyone. And so we're all going through it together, cheering each other on, sharing how we feel, whether we loved a workout, didn't love a workout, all those things. Okay, good. Great to hear. Welcome, Joanne. Welcome, Jeannie. Linda, Women for Women is a wonderful organization. And I think your commitment to them is awesome. Thank you. You know, it's really cool. We have, so the more the sisterhood grows, the more we can give. And we have put a lot of women through their annual program just through sisterhood memberships. So they have, what they do is they have a year-long program for women. And they go and they find the most marginalized women in these war-torn countries and poverty, and they find who needs it most. And they invite them into their one-year program where they come together with other women in their community. And for an entire year, they all learn together and basically transform their lives. And it is an honor, a true honor to be a part of. So thank you, Linda. I love that we can come together and empower ourselves to take care of ourselves and our health and our well-being, and strive to become the best version of ourselves while also helping other women around the world do that just by donating. And so that is such a cool parallel to me, that we're women taking care of ourselves and we're women taking care of other women. Hi, Debbie. Debbie said, I would still like to know how we sign up if we don't do it today. Debbie, you can go to our Sisterhood sign up page, which should still be showing, and it's our Balanced Life Sisterhood sign up page, and it will be available for people to sign up from today through Thursday. As of Thursday, it will be, enrollment will close and we'll go back to our wait list. So we had thousands of people on the wait list already for this. So it'll fill back up again, but it's open. That page is open for enrollment today through Thursday. So hopefully that answers your question. May said, it's nice to know that I can forgive myself for missing or not going as long. I tried the 30-day challenge and failed and didn't forgive and would try to make up all the missed workouts in one day. Now I know to just get back on one at a time. Yes, May, I love that approach. We just pick up where we mess up. I shouldn't even say mess up. We pick up where we left off and we just keep going forward. That's a big theme in the sisterhood that we all embrace together is exactly that. Just starting fresh. You know, if you have an off day, start fresh tomorrow. If you have an off week, start fresh today. If you have an off month, just start fresh. Like, we know life happens, and the people who are successful are the people who stick with it, even when it's hard and even when they go off course. I just posted a quote that I just love. And the quote is, it's not even a quote, but it just says, consistency is better than perfection. And that is so true. And that is what we try to embody in the balanced life. Is consistency is more important than perfection. And that's exactly it. The goal is to find something in a way for you to stick to your routine for the long haul, because that's how you're going to see results. You're not going to see results just by trying to be perfect, because you're going to go off track, you're going to feel bad, you're going to feel guilty, and you're going to give up. So yeah, that's beautiful. Hey, Nina. Nina says, I have been doing Ballet Beautiful for a few months, but my lower back and hips are extremely sore. Does Pilates help lower back pain and assist with alignment? Yes. If Pilates does anything, that is what it does. Let me take a drink. Yeah, so she's asking if Pilates is good for back pain and alignment. And Pilates is known to be one of the best things you can do for back pain, both preventing and healing. Now, if you have something that you're working on with a physical therapist and it's a real condition, obviously I'm going to want you to speak to a professional to make sure you know what you should and shouldn't be doing. But in general, Pilates builds deep core strength and restores alignment to the body, which then leaves you feeling much, much better. So I hope that that would help you. You could always try it and just see if you notice a difference. If you do, awesome, stick with it. And if you don't, then that's okay too, but I'd be surprised. Okay, what do we see? I feel like we've got a question here. Hi, Denise. Denise has got a question, and I'm going to share it here. Denise said, if the philosophy is shorter workouts so you can start small and stay consistent, how come the new workouts are only long workouts? Okay, that's a good question. So that's because the longer workouts are the ones that are exclusive for Sisterhood members because they are full-length workouts. So 30 minutes to me is still a very realistic number, right? That's still a realistic length of time for a workout. But the calendar as a whole includes Monday, Wednesday, Friday is about a 10 to 15 minute workout. So very realistic. Tuesday, Thursday is about a 30, maybe 40-minute workout. Also very realistic. So the point is that as a whole, the calendar is very practical and realistic for you to fit into your daily life. Saturday and Sunday, no workout assigned. So there's time to either make up if you missed a day or take those days off if you want to. And so that's how it's set up. And if for some reason you decide you don't want to do the 30 to 40-minute workouts, you could pick a shorter workout on that day. There are 15-minute workouts in our library as well, and 10-minute workouts. So you can kind of make that work for you. But what I found is that people want a mix. They want a mix of the longer and the shorter. They don't want to feel like they have to do all long workouts every day. And some days just you only have time for 10 or 15 minutes. So that is, hopefully that clears that up just a little bit for you. Debbie, do you email us each month with the new workouts? Yes. So I send you an email on the day before, the first day of every month, that lets you know that all of your new resources are live in the membership. I don't send you an email every day of the month. Instead, you can just log right into your account and find the daily workout right there on the dashboard. But that's how I let you know that everything is up and everyone comes to expect those monthly emails and to know that they are ready for you. Yeah, Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie is a member. It's good to see you here. Stephanie says you can split the longer workouts up into smaller chunks throughout the day. Yeah, that's an approach that a lot of us use, myself included. A lot of times, if you have a 30-minute workout and you just have a crazy day, then some people do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes on their lunch break, and then 10 minutes before bed. And that way they've felt like they've accomplished the 30-minute workout, but without having to do it all at one time. And I just have to do that a lot of times by default because I will start a workout and then my kids need me. And so I'll press pause and I'll go, get them a snack or break up a fight or whatever I need to do, and then come back and do another 10 minutes. And then, probably they go crazy again and then I'm done and then I have to finish it before bedtime. So that is kind of the beauty of not having to sit through, you can press pause anytime you want and make it work for you. Okay. Hi, Linda Lee. So yay, Linda Lee just joined and she said, so I completed the challenge. So for tomorrow, I just log in and select the workout. Correct. So if you want to just keep this good thing going with your consistent Pilates workout, tomorrow you will log in and your workout will be right there on the member dashboard. You can also print the calendar if you'd like to. That has all the workouts so you just know in your head what's coming. And I like to just hang that on my fridge each month to know what the week looks like as far as workouts. But yeah, all you'll need to do is log into the website and press play tomorrow. So I like to leave it up also as a tab on my browser. So it's just always there. So I just press play each day. It's very easy. It's just sitting there for me. Let's see, I was going to say one more thing about how you could access it. Oh, and if you are on Facebook, we also post it into the Facebook group each day as a reminder, if that's something. That's just optional, only if you use Facebook and you like it. Let's see. Okay, Denise, trying to help you clarify this. So you said it's not so much a time issue, it's a fitness level and energy level issue. If folks want a mix of long and short, is there a reason that there are no new sisterhood, only short workouts made? Okay, there are. I do throw in some bonuses that are short sisterhood workouts. The thing you are signing up for, I commit to everyone. I say every month you are going to get a new full length 30 to 40 minute workout. So I do that. I provide that for you, and it goes into the workout library and into our workout calendar. Every once in a while, I'll also throw up some bonus 10 to 15 minute workouts that I throw in just for fun, just for a perk for members. And then you have access to all of these free challenges. So the Back to the Mat challenge, which is all 15-minute workouts, and the 21 Days of Pilates challenge, which is all 10-minute workouts. So you also, as a member, have all access to those, and the public does not have access to those. So you can work through those or select those or use those anytime, and I mix those into the calendar as well. So I think, Denise, I totally get like trying to figure it out because it's new to you. And so I totally understand that. I think if you sign up and just have a look around, I think it'll make a little bit of sense. And once you can kind of see how it's laid out. But hopefully that helps a little bit. I know it's hard to understand. Let's see. Hi, Tina. So Tina says, weird question. I'm okay with weird questions, Tina. Are the calendars always in color? I don't currently have a colored ink cartridge, and I tried to print this one, and it wouldn't work in black and white. I could barely see it. Okay. They are always in color. I haven't had a problem with that printing, though. They print in like gray and black when I print it. So it might have been the way that we provided it for you this time, but I'll make a note of that just to make sure that we can make sure when you print it black and white, you can still see it. Let's see. Oh, and just so you guys know, the bonus, that the meal planning and meal prep guide that you get for being here live on the workshop and signing up for the sisterhood will be going out tomorrow morning. So if you don't see it right away, it's okay. It will be going out in our system tomorrow morning. We just want to give everyone who signs up today a chance to sign up before we send it out so they don't miss it. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, continuing on. I love this question and answer. I could do this all day. So just so you know, if you're not interested in the Q&A, you are welcome to log off the call. But if you want to stay and hang out and chat with me, that's fine too. Okay, Tina, thanks for letting us know. We'll definitely make sure that we look into that for you. Thanks, Debbie. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I would love to welcome you to the sisterhood, and hopefully it's something that works out awesome for you. Thanks, Janet. Thanks for this week, and I'll see you in the sisterhood. Yay! Love it. Okay, awesome. Trying to browse through here. Okay, so another question that I'm getting is, a lot of people are asking, are you locked in? And I just want to clarify, you're not locked into anything. If you sign up for a monthly member, you can cancel anytime. Even though we're closing enrollment, you can still cancel. We're not like locking you in. We just have a shortened enrollment period so we can make sure everyone gets welcomed in, taken care of, and then we can focus on the membership from there on out. So you sign up as a member, sign up for your first month. If you don't like it, you can cancel. You only spent $19. It's like the cost of a few coffees or one lunch out, and no sweat. If you sign up for the year, you can cancel within the first 30 days. But I think you'll love it. I'm pretty confident in that. Let me double check that really quick with Becky. I'm seeing a question a lot. And so Becky, I'll tell you a little bit about our team. So I'm obviously the Pilates instructor and the creator of The Balanced Life. And then many of you, if you have emailed us or communicated with us, you may have talked to Sarah, who's our member experience coordinator. And she is always in the Facebook group and behind the emails, helping members get everything they need. And we also have Becky, who handles a lot of the operations behind the scene. So I have to sometimes make sure I'm saying the right thing, so Becky doesn't go, no, Robin. So I wanted to make sure I was right. If you sign up for the monthly and you decide you like it, and you're like, this is awesome, I would like to have 3 months free of this, or the equivalent of, yes, you can upgrade to annual at any time. You just will have to email us to do that, since enrollment will be closed, and we can get you set up for an annual account. Debbie, yes, that is true. The meal plan bonus is for those who sign up today. I'm glad you heard that and didn't check out. So you have to sign up today. This is Sunday. So if those of you who are watching this replay, for those who sign up on Sunday, you'll get the bonus meal planning guide. Okay. It's just a little thank you for those who are here, showed up, made the time, and could do that. It's my way of saying thank you. Rachel, everything. So Rachel says, if you sign up for the year, the ability to cancel in 30 days, does that start from the day you sign up or the end of the current month? From the day you sign up. So everything is like from the day you sign up. So if you sign up today, what's the date today? 17th. So your next billing will happen on the 17th of next month, and then the 17th of next month. And it's just kind of a monthly thing like that. So just kind of like anything else, like Amazon Prime or Netflix or anything that you sign up for like that. Let's see. Hi, Mary. Mary said, I saw a notification, but then it disappeared. Will I receive an email or anything to get started and connect to the Facebook group too? Yes, you will. We will send you that information when you sign up. And you will also what we're going to do when you sign up is we're going to take you through what we call sisterhood orientation. So basically your sign up, you'll get a welcome email from me with instructions for how to get started. You'll also go and watch a video where I will show you all around the membership site. And I'll walk you through it, and I'll show you how to set up your membership profile, how to use the site. It's a whole video where I walk you through it. And then over the course of the next few days and weeks, you'll get an email like every few days, a sisterhood orientation email that will kind of just help you figure out how to use the program and how to get the most out of it. And the idea is that we just want to guide you into it slowly in digestible ways. So rather than telling you everything at once in one email, and then you're like, that feels overwhelming, we walk you through it step by step and lead you into it. So hopefully that makes sense. Hi, Christy. Christy said, can I modify the workouts for pregnancy? Yes, we have had a lot of pregnant mamas in the sisterhood, and we have a handful of workouts that are prenatal friendly. And inside the workout library, you can click on that and it'll pull those up. I plan to add more prenatal workouts soon, so that's a more robust part of the library. But we do have members who make a lot of modifications. So maybe they'll pull from my free Pilates YouTube series and kind of mix those into the workout calendar sometimes if the one assigned for the day doesn't fit for them. Additionally, and this is a huge perk, is sisterhood members get discounts on all of the other programs that I put out. So that can be a huge savings. So for example, Balanced Beginnings is $199. That's my online prenatal program. And sisterhood members get $20 off just for being a member. So, I mean, your cost of a month of membership alone is worth it for that discount. And so if you do that, then you can also work those workouts into the library as well. So I want to say you would have to modify some things. But so if you go into it knowing that and you're okay with that, then that's good. It's not, everything in the sisterhood isn't geared towards pregnancy, but I try to make it prenatal friendly to the extent that I can. Hopefully that helps. Oh, you guys, I'm talking a lot, aren't I? Debbie, do you accept gift cards? I don't believe so. I'm wondering if you mean like a Visa gift card or something like that. I don't think that would work because since it's a subscription service, we have to have a credit card or debit card on file. Hi, Stevie. Stevie said, I had to sign in to join. Will I still get the meal planner? Stevie, can you expand on that just a little bit so I can understand your question? But if you became a member, you will get the meal plan guide tomorrow. Oh, Debbie, I love it. She said, I just can't sign off yet. I've decided to just join and then I can do annually in the next few days. I think we'll understand better when I can see the dashboard and info. I think that's a great idea, Debbie, and we're happy to help you walk through that. Deborah, when you join, we will send out more information about the Balanced Life Sisterhood Facebook group, so you can join that. Yeah, and I also want to mention all sisterhood members who are on the workshop today will also be getting the meal planning bonus. So just want you to know that as a little thank you. Got my Becky here reminding me what I need to tell people. You guys, I'm just so grateful that you took this time to be with me here. We're going on almost 2 hours now because of the Q&A got stretched out. So thank you so much for being here. If you have any last minute comments, shoot them into the chat box really quick because otherwise I'm going to wrap up and call it a day. But I want to make sure I get to you if you have something since you're here. Vivian, can I sign up for the Sisterhood Facebook group without having a private account? I don't do regular Facebook, but would like to sign up for the Sisterhood Facebook. So how Facebook works is that in order to use Facebook, you do have to have an account. So you can't join anything on Facebook without having a Facebook account. That's just the way they've set it up. So we have had people who set up kind of a anonymous looking account, you know, so that they're not necessarily finding all their friends on Facebook, but they're using it just to participate in the group. And if you do that, we'll just need you to send us an email to let us know your name on your Facebook page so that we can verify that it's you, because we don't just let anyone into the group. Additionally, we do have an area on our member dashboard where you can connect with members. So you can still connect with people even if you don't do Facebook. We have kind of like an activity feed where we post comments within our member dashboard. And we also have groups within. So we've got some shared interest groups that we've recently rolled out, and we're kind of starting small and expanding as we see fit. But right now we have a cooking club and recipe sharing group. We have a Pilates for runners group. We have a pregnant mamas group, and we have a book club. And so you can connect with people in that way as well. We've talked about creating more groups like over 50 and, you know, no kids groups or sisters abroad, all different kinds of groups, but we're rolling them out slowly to make sure that there's something that's beneficial and members love it. So hopefully that's helpful. You're welcome, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly, that's fantastic. I try to be very sensitive about all different places that people are coming from, which is why it's not set up like a diet. It's very much like a healthy resource. So awesome. Okay, let's see. I saw someone whose question got lost. Where did that go? Oh, here we go. Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Nikki said, I logged in today with a different email than the one I used for the sisterhood. Will I still get the bonus meal plan? Yes. That's a good question, actually. I need to make sure that that is true. Yeah. Well, you're already a member. Nikki, send an email to hello@thebalancedlifeonline.com just to be sure, because I could see that if your membership is under a different email address and then you signed up for this workshop under a different email address, that maybe we wouldn't see you as the same person. So I think that's what you're asking. So send a quick email to hello@thebalancedlifeonline.com and we can try to make sure that you get it. Wait until tomorrow to see if it comes to your email. And if it doesn't, then follow up with us so we can make sure. Debbie, are the meals quick and easy? Yes, I'm all about quick and easy. I'm not about spending a lot of time in the kitchen. Someday I will be. I like to cook. I think I used to like to cook, but I know that most people are looking for quick and easy, realistic meals. So I'd say most of them are very simple and realistic. So, okay, Vicki, if you did the same thing, just keep that in mind, tuck that in your mind. If you don't see the meal plan show up, or not meal plan, the meal planning guide show up in your email tomorrow, then just send us a note and we'll get you taken care of. Okay, you guys, I think we should wrap up, but I could go on for days. I'm so grateful that you joined me for this workshop. Thank you for taking the time. And If you have any questions, just let us know. As a reminder, enrollment is open today through Thursday, and we're here. We're happy to help if you need anything. So thanks, you guys. Have a great day, and I hope to see you on your mat for a workout very soon. Bye, guys.